What's going on, everybody on YouTube channel? This is Tech, and today we have a hands-on for both Samsung phones from Metro PCS. We have the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime and we have the Samsung Galaxy Avant. So if you're still thinking to upgrade your Avant to the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime, it might be this is gonna be the best video to watch. Let's gonna find out. As a design, I can tell you guys, there's like very similarities here in the design in both phones actually, because both the back it's made out of plastic and you have the camera and speaker and the flash located in the same location as you guys can see here. And you got the Samsung logo right here, and also if you have a look on the see the power and the power from this side, the USB to charge the phone also located on the bottom, and the microphone, which is kind of the same kind of language design here as you guys can see. The Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime, as you guys can see, it's a bigger because it has 5" of the display, while the Samsung Galaxy Avant has 4.5" and a little bit rounded from here, and this one more sharp, so from the edges. But as a design, I mean, as a quality, I could say like the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime, it feels more premium and more quality in your hand. Actually, it's made very well, so Samsung, they put a lot of efforts to make this unique design actually, which is I like it, and it's really solid and rugged design. So in my case, because you have a bigger screen and you have more quality, for the Grande Prime, I give 1 point for the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime. Other than that, there is no big difference between the design in both phones. In these phones display, actually no big deal here, and you might be surprised if I tell you that I found the Samsung Galaxy Avant has a better display. Yes, believe or not. First of all, you have 4.5" display, which is a smaller size, and 540 x 960 for the resolution, and you have the same specification here, and it's both TFT, but you have a little bit more of the density per pixel, which is the PPI is 245 compared with 220 for the Grande Prime. When you take it on the account that it has a bigger screen, you might be see the pixels, you know what I mean, in the Grande, because it's a bigger screen and low density and the same resolution. So in my case, there is no big difference anyways, but a slightly better phone. It is older phone actually. The Grande actually has a fail for the display and compared with the Avant. I will give another point for the Samsung Galaxy Avant, and if you guys see both phones, you guys gonna be able to tell the difference. For the operating system, I don't know guys how it's important to you, but in my case, I would like to have the latest operating system and my phone up to date. So in this case, for some reason, Samsung, they want to respond for the users and get the Samsung Galaxy Avant, the Lollipop at least, and they're still running for 4.4.2, which is the KitKat version, and you have 5.1 for the Lollipop for the Grande Prime. Absolutely, if you need a phone to be more up to date with the software, your choice is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime. And also, let's going to talk about the UI and the customization in both phones, which is very important for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So in this regard, actually, I would say the Samsung Galaxy Avant has a little bit more to give the customers. I mean, this is weird. I mean, first of all, as you guys can see, there's some features actually that comes extra in the Samsung Galaxy Avant, which does not exist with the Grande Prime. I mean, this is kind of weird because the phone is more up to date, has the latest software, both has NFC, but as you guys can see here, you have the screen mirroring here where you can actually connect it to the smart TV. I don't know how it's important to you, but it's good to have it. You never know when you're gonna need to use it. And also you have the downloaded booster. Actually, you can connect the 4G LTE and the Wi-Fi at the same time and get much faster speed if you want to download things or you want to upload things or stuff like that. Other than that, there is like very similar features in both phones as a UI, but this is actually a 1-year-old phone compared with the phone just came out, and it has a little bit more to give the customers, which is, in my opinion, the software and the features, because it's very similar. Whatever you're gonna get on the Grande Prime, you have it with the Avant, but they give you a little bit more. I will give another point for the Samsung Galaxy Avant. Also, I was going to talk about the battery. Samsung now, they start realize that their battery actually is not good quality and it drains fast. In the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime, actually they did a good job. 2600 milliamp hour. It's very customized with the operating system, and actually they have this ultra saving mode actually, so where you can actually use it if you need it, and it helps a lot to have the power or to hold the battery more. The Samsung Galaxy Avant is actually with this specification, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more smaller and 2100 milliamp hour. There is 500 milliamp power difference in both phones. Absolutely no doubts here. The battery it's way better in the Grande Prime, and I give another point for the Grande Prime. The deal breaker is here with the internal storage on both phones. Samsung Galaxy Avant has 16 gig internal storage. This is very sufficient and very good to have it with your phone, and up to 64 gigs for the external storage. This is awesome, guys. And the Grande Prime, unfortunately, this is a big fail for this device. Only 8 gigs and up to 64, which is about the same thing. Absolutely no doubt. I mean, everybody who wants a phone has more storage. They can download more games and apps and take more pictures and stuff like that. So in this situation, absolutely, I will give another point for the Samsung Galaxy Avant. Also, let's gonna jump to the Geekbench 3, which is, I know that everybody wanna know the results and the numbers here. But before we see the results, actually, we'll talk about the specification. 1.5 RAM in both phones, Snapdragon 400 for the Avant, Snapdragon 410, a little bit more updates for the chipset, and 1.2 quad-core processor, which is mainly the same specification, but maybe there's little improvements for the Snapdragon 410 with the Grande Prime, and it might give us a better result when we run the benchmark. The GPU in both phones, 305 for the Avant and 306, not really big difference at all. So just to play games and stuff like that, that's not going to be interrupted because you have the Snapdragon 410 or 400 only. I mean, that's not going to be a deal breaker here, the hardware actually. Just want to see the numbers because we like to see numbers here. This is mainly something important to us, to see improvements on the numbers actually. Other than that, I mean, don't ever think that is going to be a big difference for you if you switch from the Avant to the Grande, just because the phone will give you a little bit better performance as a result here. Yes, it's we launched both phones at the same time for the application, and you see 465, 14, 58 for the multiple core score, and the Avant is a slower phone actually because the Snapdragon 410 is not efficient like the Snapdragon 410, but it's going to be similar in the results actually. I mean, not the results actually, the results going to be different here. We just got some issues here, but usually the phone give us 375 something. There is like 100 in the single core and about another 100 in the multiple core actually. There is a fail here in the Avant with the Geekbench mark test here, and we don't want to just waste your time. The result's going to be here a little bit better, but as specification, not big difference between both phones. Maybe one of the worst thing that I don't really like with the Avant, the camera. Yes, the front-facing camera, it's kind of crappy camera. It's only VGA, either way, video or taking a selfie, which is not good at all. and compared with the 5 megapixel with beauty mode and autofocus, that's insane. This is very good job for the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime. The back camera, actually we get 8 megapixel sensor camera, 5 megapixel sensor camera, flash, and you have them in both phones. But actually the picture is way much better with the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime, and even the video you could take up to full HD, which is 1080p, where actually the Avant only give you 720p, which is that's going to be low resolution for a video, stuff like that, especially if you want to take a record video for a party or something and you want to like watch it on the TV and you have a HD or full HD TV. The picture is not going to be good as the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime. So if the camera is a big thing for you, you maybe go with the Grande Prime, and I give 1 point extra for the Grande Prime. Samsung Galaxy Avant right now is not available to buy it actually from Metro PCS, and you have to buy it from somebody, or you might have it and you want to upgrade. So if you want to listen for my opinion, don't do that. Don't go to the Grande Prime, because you're going to lose half of the internal storage, and what is going to give you extra value? Only the camera, and mainly a little bit in the battery, and the actually a little bit bigger screen. And but you losing half of the storage. Storage is very important. Now we don't look for to go back in the internal storage, but this is totally up to you. This just video made for you, and if you like that video, you can give it a thumbs up, and also you can subscribe for more videos like that. And I would say thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.